Yeah, so A major, we're in A major. And again, there's a lot of different angles that all sort of have to come together. So just don't hurt yourself thinking about this too much. Just try to just let it wash over you and play and see what happens. But
good advice.
Yeah. So it takes a long time to figure this shit out. But again, A major scale right there. So we have our 4 chord. We go 4, 1, 4, 1, 4, 1, 5. Right? Yeah. And so what I want to show you is the licks first. So this is a great trick for folk music in general. If you don't know what to do, if you're in a band situation and you know the chord progression, and then all of a sudden they go, Barnaby solo. Play a lick
on the chords.
Yeah. Think about the chords. Don't worry about a harmonic analysis. You don't even have to know what key you're in, because I tell you, like, folk musicians especially don't know what they're doing. I mean, as far as like the key signature, chord scale relationships, if there any theory, you don't have to know that, and that's not a jeer at them. It's just you don't have to know that stuff if you do it like this. This is one way to do it, which is a great way to do it. Okay, sounds fucking great. So all I'm doing, I'm going 4, which is the D major chord, to A major chord. Just think about those shapes, right? And I know this pattern. I know that this is a whole step, right? So there's a key in between, and that's all I'm doing. I'm doing 1, 2, 3, 5 in all of these keys, in both of these keys. 1, 2, 3, 5. So I can just go. So I can play this lick. What I'm doing, I'm starting with those 2 notes, going up there, and walking back down. Walk up and down. And I'm holding the A. You don't have to. You can go. You can just play it once, or you can hold it. Right? Depending on how you're feeling. So if you practice doing that in both keys, that's just like every country song has that lick somewhere in it, right? So in this one, and then they cut it short on that one. But that's what you're doing. The bass is going D, and you end up in A, right? So as long as you know, I'm playing a D major now I'm playing an A major. You could wiggle your fingers around. I'm playing different stuff than they play on the thing, yes. But it sounds fine. It sounds great. I love it. And as I didn't come up with it, I'm not tooting my own horn. It's just it's what you do. You take, if you want to think about it, you take the first couple notes of the major pentatonic scale. I mean, this is a major pentatonic. If I completed it in D, it would look like that. And if I complete it in A, it's major pentatonic.
Okay, this is what we talked about, is needing to review the pentatonic, because I think the pentatonic is being 5. But
well, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the A repeats.
Okay.
So it's 5 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
But we're ignoring that one. We'll get to that. But if you learn a few, if you can literally just stay there on each chord, and if it's a minor chord, if you go to D minor, it's just the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 5. But now instead of the major third, you got a minor third. So think about whatever your chord is. You got a D minor chord plus the second note, D major chord plus the second note.
Okay.
Anything in that world, and it works in minor. Whatever. And if you're in that change, it's gonna work. Yes.
D pentatonic scale. If it's a major pentatonic scale, D major plus the second.
Yeah.
But is that all 5 notes, or is there another one?
No, then there's the 6 too. But we're not going to mess with the 6 right now.
Right.
And this is technically, it's not a D minor pentatonic scale, but we're just
for the purposes
for our purposes of right now. This is what we're talking about. Because this is a skeleton key. This is just magic key that works everywhere. Okay. Guaranteed. Okay. And if you want to just complete on this particular tune, we should do that in E major too. Oh man, that sounds great too. It's the same lick, right? So in this tune, the actual part, right? And then there's some funny business, and then you do it again. And funny business, like, come up with something, stay in your A, right? Something as easy as that, top to bottom. But you gotta get back for the lick. Doesn't have to be special. I'm just sticking on those notes, right? And then the only other part of that is after they do that, for the E major part, they don't actually play the lick in E major. They do this.
Which is the 1/6.
Which this is walking down the A major scale in sixths.
Okay.
But you're starting with if you think about this is E major.
Mm-hmm.
Second inversion. So you have E major,
okay.
First inversion, second inversion.
Got it. Okay.
So they're getting rid of that, and they're starting with the outside notes in E major,
Okay.
and then they're walking on back, and they'll end up. Actually, I think they go to the 4 chord, but anyway. So here's your A major scale, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 notes apart. 6, and you're just walking down the A major scale.
Okay.
3, 4. 3, 4. 2, 3. Now. And again. That's the basic. 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. Now to E. And you can mess with the rhythm. It's totally loose.
Think loose.
Think loose.
So did you say